Hey, YouTube. Well, it looks like the water's starting to drain from Houston. I was just thinking. So that must be some great work that's there, though. People who are working, they work in construction. They work in sheetrock, or they work in landscaping. Can you imagine how much work is in that town? I think if I was still in any kind of shape to do some serious work, or if I had skills in the field, I'd be moving my ass right now to Houston, Texas. I don't think that Houston has got millions of bricklayers or millions of people who do cleanup, millions of carpet layers. You're gonna need them. If you go to a city block and every house on the block needs work, now what are they gonna do? Use whatever several hundred contractors they have to doing that kind of work? There's no way. You have to stand in line and wait and wait and wait and wait. So that's some good work down there, I'd imagine. Something to think about. I mean, in all kinds of businesses. I would be if I was in that working age. I'm retired now, retired drug dealer. I, I would definitely be heading in that direction. I mean, even if it's for the next year, 2 years. I mean, it's going to be so much work there that there's no way that the companies they have there are going to be able to keep up with it without having people wait a very long time. There's plenty of work for everybody there. Landscapers, all that land that was ruined. Uh, uh, Floor layers, or whatever all the different kind of construction things there are. I haven't heard much talk about that, but I would imagine they will welcome more competition, more companies. Just that they're gonna need hands on, and don't y'all go get mad at the Mexican people when they start working on them jobs. We all know now there are thousands of jobs in Houston right now. Don't wait until you're in the middle of it, and then you start complaining about the Mexican people taking all the jobs. We're gonna see who shows up for all those jobs that are there, and I'm sure every construction company there is hiring full time, all day. Or if you want to do your own thing, just hauling junk, you could probably make a fortune there in this period. I don't think that's not being opportunist. It's just supply and a need. It's supply and demand. So that's something to think about. Even if you are settled somewhere else, be flexible. I just see a lot of work there, and I see a lot of big mouths going to start. Oh, look at all the Mexican people taking our jobs. It's wide open, baby. Go and get you some work. Anyway, what put me on that? Oh, and then Trump, his plan. Trump's going to do this. I think he's going to follow through. He's trying to fulfill these campaign promises that he made during his campaign. Listen, most of those campaigns, he didn't know what the hell he was talking about. He was just being political. He was just trying to get in office. So now he's going to try to actually implement these things that were just ideas off the top of his head. They said that wall just came. They were just saying build a wall. The people were just suggesting they had to do something about border security. Then it turned into an actual wall when he started talking about the wall, and now he's stuck and he wants to stick with build this damn wall. Billions of dollars. That's going to cost more than damn Houston. But maybe that would be, no pun intended, drowned out that whole wall stuff. But a lot of those campaign promises he made, he wasn't a politician. Some businessman. These little ideas he got off watching Fox News. Is that how you get your views about how to run a country, by watching the news and watching this shit, social media? That's all he knew. He never even. I don't think Donald Trump even ever had a job. Donald Trump, he went from being a rich kid to having his own business. He never had no boss. Anyway. He never had a boss. Where'd they come from? Oh, yeah, he's never. I'm not telling what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump was ill prepared to be in that position. All he knows how to do is build buildings. So what did he come up with? Build a wall. I can build something. Well, you can build Houston, Texas. You can rebuild Houston, Texas. I'm sure they don't want too much input on your fancy designs either. Just go and do what is needed. Donald Trump, I've come to the conclusion that his work plan This big scheme of his, how he gonna put America back to work? Guess what it is? Okay, I'm speaking to black people now. Okay, in Donald Trump's world, if Donald Trump said basically he wants to get rid of all Mexican people, right? They're intimidated because the numbers are changing. They want to maintain their status as being the majority in this country. That's, I think, kind of the crux of it. But after you take all the Mexican people out, what is his plan about who's going to go? You think the white folks are going to go and do? I'm not being bigoted. I'm just making a point. You think the average white man is going to go down there and pick lettuce and pick tomatoes? I don't know too many black folks are going to do that kind of work. He said, "Oh yeah, they're just dying for a job." No, Trump. So I guess according to him, he wants to put us back in the fields, and he wants us to be made. Remember how you turn on TV? Every black person you saw was a maid. Every black person you saw was a shoe shine boy. They wouldn't even let a black person play a cop. No, you have to be some kind of subservient. Is that how he sees getting America back to work again? Because if you take all those people out of the positions, the kind of positions he's taking them out of, we don't want that. So why remove them if they're doing their work? Something that's always bothered me about society in the United States. I remember I used to be at the club and I would look over and see these groups of people, right? Young gay boys in the clubs and stuff like that. But I knew, and it seems like every time it was true. When they're in some place like San Francisco, LA, it'd be very mixed crowds, When you look at that crowd and you see, oh, these are just some young guys having fun, right? Let's say there was 2 Mexican guys, 3 white guys, and a black dude there. Okay, so very mixed races, right? Inevitably, when they go to work, the Mexican guy ends up being the busboy. And the white guys end up being the waiters. Almost every restaurant. I don't care what nobody says. I know it's the truth. It's always been unfair. It's always been an ugly side we don't too often see. But people need work, So I'm just saying that those people should be having treated the same as the rest of us, and have the same opportunities as the rest of us. So I'm against this DACA thing, where they want to end DACA and throw all of these guys who are trying to step up from those kind of positions by being born here or nearly born here, educating themselves by working their whole lives, and they come up. They should be allowed to come up to the next phase. They're not going to be able to do that when you deported them all. Everybody who's trying to help themselves, you deported them. So he wants to get rid of the legal immigration. He wants to cut that in half. All illegal immigration. And he wants to come for the DACA people as well. These would be just like American people. Their heritage, you're gonna send them to Mexico, a place they've never even been or don't even remember ever being, based on the fact that their parents came here illegally. So who's checking to see how all the Irish got here and all the Italians got here? I mean, this was just Indians, right? So everybody is an immigrant in some generation. So why are we denying our closest neighbor the same opportunity? Anyway. Trump's plan, he ain't give a damn about what kind of job he gets you. He thinks a person just needs to get some work. So taking all the Mexican people out, what's they going to do? Black folks, figure it out. Figure out the plan. What kind of job he's offering you. Think about it, people. And think about going to Houston and get some of them good jobs. If you have skills, I imagine it's going to take a lot of skill to put that thing back together. And I imagine there's not going to be a problem with competition or you moving in on somebody else's business. They can't keep up with that. They were never. They don't have the kind of staff that can fix every house in the whole city. A huge part of the state even. So it's an idea. Let's continue to pray for the people in Houston. All right.